What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Kyber Cast. This is episode 7. We are your host. I'm Gianni. That's Chris. It has been 2 weeks since we've been able to hang out with you guys. So it's been a little bit too long, but we are here. We are back in action, and let's get it. How are you, Chris? It's been a couple of days since we spoke.
Man, happy Tuesday, man.
Happy Tuesday.
I feel like no one ever says anything other than Taco Tuesday. No one else says anything great about Tuesday. And so to me, Tuesdays are great because we get to hang out on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, honestly, I look forward to it all week or for like 2 weeks, right? Because we do these bi-weekly. I do look forward to it all week. I'm like, yo, it's all right. Monday sucked, but I get to hang out with Chris tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it
Well,
works
then I
out.
get to put together our little game at the end. And so I get to figure out, what would be something? And I'm like, all right, this might work. So we got that one ready for tonight.
Oh yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
What's new, man?
Oh, not much, man. Just been dadding, doing the dad thing. Um,
Samesies.
you know, She just turned 1 about 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
Crazy.
That's wild.
I know. Um, yeah, man, just doing things around the house. Just trying to do things to like enjoy my mortgage. You know what I mean? Because every time I step out of the house, it's expensive.
You stop enjoying it at that moment because it's just like, I'm not even there, man. I can't
Right,
even enjoy
right.
my time here.
Exactly. So we're trying to enjoy the mortgage. So do things around the house on the weekends. This weekend I did try to go and see Jurassic World Rebirth. I haven't seen it yet, so don't say anything.
I haven't seen it. I didn't like the last one.
I actually
didn't
didn't
like
like
it.
the last one either. I'm a
And so I
big
was like,
Jurassic Park fan, though.
so am I. I love Jurassic Park. And you ever
Yeah.
played Jurassic Park Evolution?
No.
Don't do it because you'll play for hours.
Okay.
Okay, so you know, I think the last episode we talked about the PlayStation Portal.
Yeah.
That's where it shines. Okay, so Jurassic Park Evolution 2 is, think of The Sims, but
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
Interesting.
And you have to build the park. You have to have a 5-star rating. You have the T-Rex, the Brachiosaurus, the Stegosaurus, Spinosaurus, Indominus Rex, the Indoraptor. You have everything. And sometimes the power goes out and they break through, and now you got to manage the park, or someone in the park is not happy with the way they're being treated. So then they leave the door open or something, and it's just like, it's chaos. And so you have to get the park back. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Oh,
And
man.
so there was an original game that came out like 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It was a Jurassic Park. Operation Genesis, I think is what it was called, on Xbox and PlayStation 2. Game was so much fun. I played hours and hours of it, and then they released Jurassic Park Evolution and Jurassic Park Evolution 2 the past few years. So much fun. And the graphics are crazy. The graphics are crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to play.
All right, I'm gonna check it out.
I'm telling you, when you're in bed, you're just playing it, you're just like, oh, this is great. You don't have to do anything. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, so we go to the movies. So there's this theater near my wife's parents' house that it's a classic AMC theater, and we don't go to it that often because it's like 50 years old, and they've done renovations and stuff, and it's nice, but the screen and like the audio system is not like up to date. It's not terrible, but it's not like the new stuff, right?
Listen, if it's not new stuff, it's terrible.
Facts.
Especially what Jurassic Park.
Right. And so we've been there a few times for like other movies, and it's fine, right? But for whatever reason, this theater, at least like this room we were in, it was like the screen it was so bad. It was like half of it was dim, and it had this like bluish purple hue, and it was so bad that it took me like out of the movie. Like I couldn't really pay attention to the movie. So I get like 5. I noticed during the credits, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go out, tell somebody, maybe it's a setting or something like that. And so I tell somebody, and they're like, okay, they radio it in, whatever. So I go back in, I'm sitting, credits are still going after 5 minutes, nothing changes. So I'm like, okay, maybe they switch, projectors or something for the real movie and then it'll be fine. Movie starts, I go get like 5 minutes in. I'm like, I'm not sitting here during this. I stood up, got out, and got my money back because I didn't want to ruin the movie or watch the movie in like those circumstances. And then it would just, ruin it for me. So,
Especially if the movie's not good, then it's really
right.
bad.
It's so bad.
You know what I mean? Like, how
Yep.
was the movie? It wasn't that great, but
Now,
the screen was worse, so that made the movie shit.
yep. Yep. So, yeah. So there's that. So I'm probably gonna go and try again at my regular theater this Saturday.
I want to go watch it. It's just I didn't like that last one, man. Like Jurassic World was cool. What was the second one? Something Kingdom of whatever, right?
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom. I was like, yeah, it's cool. And then I was like, oh, she's a clone. Is that's the route we're going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm watching the Dominion. I'm like, the fuck are the dinosaurs, man? I just see locusts. I don't understand. And I was, I'm over it. So I'm really hoping this one's good.
I enjoyed the first two Jurassic Worlds. Really?
Yes. Visually, it was beautiful.
Oh,
Especially the
yeah.
second one. The second one was done really, really well.
100%. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed those, except for the last one, Dominion, the third installment. I was like, nah. I mean, I have them all just because I have to complete the set. Like, that's who I am. But yeah, no, like the Indominus Rex in Fallen Kingdom, that joint is fire. I don't know. That scene where they're on the top of the roof and it's raining.
Oh,
and
the Indoraptor.
Raptor.
That
Yeah,
thing is
crazy.
you know what I'm talking about? Fear, bro.
Oh, I know.
And I loved how they brought practical effects back for that movie.
Yeah,
I loved it. And then all of a sudden, just like,
I know. Such a shame. So like with my system here too, so I got a pretty big TV. I got 85-inch. I spent some money on it because I wanted something like really, really good.
oh, she's a big
So
one.
yeah, I got 85 Neo QLED mini LED, whatever the heck. It was way too much, but got that. And then I did the full Sonos Dolby Atmos theater system. So I've got I got speakers behind me, in front of me. I've got two subs. Like it's banging. You feel like you're immersed because of the way that the speakers fire. It throws the sound to the walls and stuff so that you are fully kind of encapsulated in the sound. So the sound doesn't feel like it's coming at you. You just feel like you're
It's
in
actually
it.
around you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
You should try the Philips Hue strips, those lights.
I have.
Do you?
Yeah.
I only watch that for like colorful movies. And when I say colorful, I'm only talking about like Dragon Ball.
Like Avatar.
Dog, that is insane. With all my room is a rainbow, like my soul. But like it's insane just like having everything going off and like watching Dragon Ball and all the explosions. I'm like, bro, he shot that way, and that way the light came, like it blew up behind me. It was
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. So
we got a couple people in the chat too.
Yeah, we got
Elvis coming in.
What up, baby?
I'll be seeing him in about a month.
Nice. Where
actually more than I'll be in Texas for Rebel Scum.
Mm.
And speaking of Rebel Scum, we got
Sexy
Flexi. Can't wait to hold you in August, Papa. You can do more than that, bro. Come on. I'm excited. Mr. Andrew Ackerman as well in chat. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing?
What up? What up? What up?
So we're talking about Jurassic Park and how I feel it's not going to be a great movie. I said game. There is a third game coming out, Evolution 3. There's the third one coming out.
Is there? I want to play Survivor.
There's supposed to be it's like a Jurassic Park Survivor game.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for it. And I don't know. I'm really waiting for it, and it's not even a joke. It comes out on PlayStation. It's a first-person game.
Okay.
But you have to escape the Titanic.
Oh, interesting.
The water's coming up, like level. You have to swim to try and get out. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was like, oh, and then I'm gonna call myself Jack Dawson, and I'm gonna play Celine Dion in the background as I play it.
Oh my gosh! As long as we can like 2-player it, and then you can hold me over the edge of the boat.
Oh, you're
And
done.
I can.
Just you're flying.
Oh
Oh my
man,
goodness. This is us. This is normal.
this is just the way we do things.
Oh.
So there hasn't been a crazy amount of news in the
No,
Star
not really.
Wars universe. Did you add? You have all the links up.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Did you add
There's
it?
one. There's definitely. Oh yeah, I have it here. There's only. Oh, I didn't add it here. There is definitely one tab I'm talk about, and I talk about it every time we go live. So it's fine.
Bring it up.
Where are you? That one.
So, guys, while we wait for these new tabs and we could dive into some of the news and stuff, I'm not going to give anything away, but just stay tuned because we will be having a special guest sometime in the very near future. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal.
Before we move on, somebody opened one of their hot toys last week.
Oh,
yeah, we're not going to skip that. Hold on, time out. Somebody.
There it is.
There he is.
Let me see if I can.
Listen, I was on TikTok the other night and I started watching all this random Japanese stuff from Japan, even down to a lady who impersonates a lady on the train. We can hear it. She goes, saying the next stop or whatever. And then I realized, we're about to hit 3 months since we're in Japan.
It's been that long?
Yeah.
Oof. Damn.
And then I got all sad.
Yeah, that's
because
depressing.
I was just like, oh, bro, that was so much fun.
That's probably one of the greatest times of my life. Minus, like, when I go to Hawaii. Those are always my absolute favorite.
That's me next week, dog.
Send me photos.
I will. I leave on Tuesday morning. It's like a 5 a.m. flight. It's only 6 hours from me, but for you, it should be like, what, 12?
Yeah.
About 12?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm excited. My daughter's excited.
Taking the whole fam?
Yes, the three of us. We're just going to go see my cousin out there. And then her sister moved out there last year. So they're like, we need family here. Like, we are on our way.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't tell me twice.
Like, our neighborhood's really white. I'm like, I'll bring some brown over there.
Don't worry about it.
I'm ready.
We'll get it spicy.
That tab should be up, I believe.
Bam.
Yeah. So I want to know, anyone in the chat, who has been going out to the stores and finding the Star Wars Coca-Cola collaboration that's been out, because that trailer was insane.
Love the trailer.
That trailer was better than the sequels. And I wish I was playing, but I was sitting there like, yo, that was awesome. And what's funny is watching that and everybody in costume, seeing lightsabers. That's what Star Wars used to do in the early 2000s when they used to do the midnight releases and everybody would go watch that at midnight. Cosplayers, lightsabers everywhere. People were really, really into it. And, it's not a thing anymore. I have 5 so far. Which ones do? Because I only have 1. And mine happened just to be a bottle because I found it at the store. Johnny, you got something too, right? Actually, I don't say you got 12 of them. What am I talking about?
I'm saying, woo, boy, pulling up with the case. Got the case of these bad boys.
So you told me in that case, it's only one character. I thought it was going to be a variety in one.
Well, that's what I've heard. I haven't opened it yet. This thing is still signed, sealed, and delivered. But everybody is saying that it is just one character. So I figured people rip packs. We could rip a Coke box real quick. You know what I mean? So let's rip a Coke box real quick. Let's see what character I got. Pop this bad boy open.
That's how they get you, because if that makes sense for you to buy one box, only has one character. If somebody wants all the characters to collect, because Star Wars is collectible, Coca-Cola is collectible.
Yeah,
there's a lot of Coca-Cola collectors out there, so I'd imagine that's what they're trying to do.
Trying to take all my monies.
Frankie got the Mando, Amidala, Kylo, Poe, Lando, and Obi-Wan. Damn,
is it all the same? Yep,
it is. So damn, you're right. Everyone in Florida all have Maul. That's crazy.
It's a dope can though.
Oh, he's been getting his at the gas station. That's smart because you get to choose which ones you want.
Oh. Yeah, this is fire.
Now, would you rather have one of those or one of the Coke ones from Galaxy's Edge that looks like a grenade?
I have that.
Because I have that too. It's empty though.
Mine too. Why would I focus? Anyway. Yeah, it's nice.
That's a sick picture of Maul though.
Isn't it? Bro, right here? That's sick. And I like how right here. It's a Star Wars.
It's a Star Wars above it. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed that. I have one. I never finished it. But mine was an Obi-Wan.
Let's double check. Let's make sure. Yeah, they all look like they're Maul. Well, I got 12 Maul cans here.
Well, yeah, 11 to finish, one to display.
Yeah.
Frankie, are you gonna make it to Rebel Scum? Better.
Oh, I forgot. You into popcorn buckets?
No.
I
wanted to be, but did you see the Jurassic Park one with the big foot? The footprint.
I saw that.
I thought you were about to pull it out. See, that's pretty dope.
This is the incubator one.
What was that? $40?
It's $50.
Jesus Christ. See?
I have it though. I don't know if you can see, but there's a dinosaur in here. Have you seen this one?
I've seen that one, but $50.
Yeah.
And then how much room do you have for popcorn? Is it that one little part right there?
Right in here, yeah. In the clear. But it's not just a popcorn bucket. This right here is a cup.
It holds your drink. It
It has a straw. Cool. So you pour your drink into this bad boy. And there's batteries in it because this will light up. This will light up with the popcorn in it. Yeah.
Yo, that's hilarious.
They were like, there was only 4 left. My brother, so I didn't actually get this when I went to the movies. My brother went before me. He's like, yo, because he was able to go on launch day. He's like, yo, they still got the popcorn bucket. I was like, shoot, for real. He's like, yeah, but they only have 4. You want me to jump in line and grab it for you? I'm like, yeah, how much? He said $50. I said, get it.
Imagine if it was only $40, but he's like, yeah, it's 50.
He just made a quick 10 off me.
Yo, Frankie said the Galactus bucket is $80.
The what bucket?
Galactus for Fantastic Four.
It's
his head. It's his head.
Yeah. I was on a different mental page.
My thing is, I don't know where I would put a freaking popcorn bucket. Like when I'm at home and I watch movies, I don't even eat popcorn. I only eat popcorn in the movie theater. The only popcorn bucket I want is the Death Star.
That's fire from Disney.
That's the only one. Yeah, and I'll put it like in the corner up here, and then and then I'll wire it so it's on all the time.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I'd ever get.
I mean, you could always do like, well, I don't know how your room setup is, but like here, this is just like a square. So I could do a shelf around the whole room instead of a train set. It can just be popcorn buckets. You imagine? Choo choo. That'd be crazy.
What was that movie from the Santa Claus? When the train goes That's the only movie I can think of. That's the first thing I thought about was a damn train from the Santa Claus. Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
What weirdo. Andrew said, I've got a bucket from No Way Home, but it's not super cool or anything. Andrew, didn't you not like No Way Home? Or did you say you didn't like? Somebody said they didn't like No Way Home, and I was like, what's wrong with you?
No, I love it. That was like one of the best ones.
That was damn, that was so good. I'm ready for the next one. They're starting to film the next one too. Are you you're a big Lego person, right? Because you have those helmets in the back. How do you feel about that? This next releases of Star Wars ones. I like the Jango Fett one. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah, Jango's dope. Let's see. That one I'm not a fan of. It's just too kiddie for me.
Yeah, I want something bigger. Not like that.
Yeah.
But the price is $159. That's crazy.
Yeah, not for that. I'm not like that's not cool enough for me to display.
Mm.
You know
Go
what
with
I
that
mean?
one.
Not gonna buy it. It's not cool enough for me to display. I'm limited on space now, so like I have to be
That's so
very,
yeah. See, I have a
very
corner.
choosy.
What's funny is like, in order for me to make more room, I have to go up. I can't extend out. I have to go up. So
I still have
over here, I
Wayne.
don't have that much room.
I still have room. I just don't have. I haven't created like the space for the things to be. Like I need shelves and whatnot. So I have room. I just don't have the vehicles so that they can sit in.
Let me
Yeah. So I'm
see.
good
I
on
mean, it
that
has
one.
Ayla Secura in her. I met Amy Allen. She's very cool. This one too. This one's like, I was like, oh, what? Then you have these droids just like putting their hands up.
Yeah, nothing. I want the like. I
That's
like
so
the
random.
UCS sets.
Yeah. I mean, even this one, I was kind of like, I mean, you get a Saj Ventress in it. I was like, that's cool. But I think the star of the show,
Yeah, facts.
except for the fact they called it Jango Fett's Starship.
Yeah, should say
That
Slave
ruins
One.
it. You should say Slave One.
Mhm.
Comes with Lamasu. But man, what is it with them? I don't like the fact they're calling it Starship now.
I think it's because of the word Slave One. They're trying to.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but still.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. I mean, the
Yeah.
only thing that I would even notice is it has a stand on there too, so you can actually hold it vertically or laying down, which I do it vertical, obviously, because laying down looks boring.
Yeah,
That
it looks like an
definitely
iron.
it does look like it does look. What are you doing now? Just ironing my clothes.
Pew pew pew.
This is interesting too. The Burn Snow Speeder. But
Yeah,
still,
like
I think the only one I'd get is still going to be Slave One.
yeah, I'm good on that.
I know Frankie would get Slave One for sure too. This was cool.
That's dope.
The ATST is cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd buy that.
How big is it?
Oh, but it's yeah, because it's the adult freaking set. It's the collectors.
That's true. And what's crazy? You can tell by the boxes.
100%.
It gets very, very kiddie, and then once you get to boom,
grown man.
I'm a little boy, and then boom, I'm a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crispy right there.
This one I like. I just don't know how big it is.
It doesn't look too big.
There's a sizing here, but it's too hard to see.
Yeah. No, but I think that's a smaller set. Does it say how many pieces?
This one? 1,513.
It's not that big.
No.
It's probably around the size of like the helmets.
The little ones? You think so?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're probably taller because of the legs, but like in terms of like size area, it's probably around that size.
I would imagine this is maybe the size of the head, and then the legs is what makes it higher.
Yeah, I would think so. But yeah, I think too though, like the helmets have a Lego stand.
Oh yeah, and it makes it go up. Yeah, that's right. I have 3 of them, and I haven't finished any of them. Oh, so Frankie said 16 and a half inches tall.
Oh, that's tall.
Yeah, what's that like?
Nasty.
But it releases in August, so next month.
Yeah, 16 and a half inches.
Oh, I didn't even notice this one. Hell yes. This is one. This is probably the only one of the new release I would get.
I just wonder because it's a 10 plus set, how's it actually going to look?
That's also true. 845 pieces.
Oh, it's little.
How you can't go wrong with K2SO though.
No, I want a K2SO hot toy.
So do I. And that new one's coming out soon. Or not soon. I think it's like next year. And I think you can still pre-order it. I think. It's not for sure. I really want one though. Even the Cassian Andor one's really nice.
Wait a
That's
minute.
it. It's only ones that they actually put. There we go. Dimensions. Damn. 14.5. Okay.
It's still over a foot though.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing too, is like I think of anything over a foot. I'm like, I don't have that kind of space for it. The only Lego one I have that I really love is Anakin's Pod Racer. That's the only one I
Anakin's
have.
Pod. That's dope.
Yeah, I have that up here.
I have a Lego set here that I've been sitting on. I haven't even because I found it at a Barnes and Noble, like hidden, because they don't sell it anymore. It's the Luke's land speeder. Huh?
The big one?
The big one.
And it's just sitting there.
Bro, look at this. Look at this.
Frankie said anything over 4 inches is huge, right? Agreed. Hey, Frankie, when are we getting on some Battlefront, dude? I'm waiting. I've been waiting, dude. I'm probably super rusty right now. I haven't played, and I think the last time I played was with you guys. But that night we played, we were just going ham on it. I think that was when I scored my highest score. Dude, you need to build that right now.
I know. It's just so big.
You're just holding off. You're like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Have you seen that audio where you're like, it's the big one?
The big one. That's so funny. I actually just rewatched all the Toy Stories with my daughter.
Did you really?
I did all of them, and I saw how it progressively got better, and then how shit the animations were in the very beginning.
Oh man!
Like I watched the first. I rewatched the first one. I was like, this looks really bad. Holy crap! I was like, I want to say this holds up, but it doesn't. I was like, this is really bad.
Yeah.
And then I watched the second one. I was like, all right, it definitely looks better. And then obviously there's 15 years between that and the third one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was just like, damn, what a dang old whole trophy. See, dude, you need to build that thing.
I know. I gotta build it. It's so big though. Like, how many pieces is in this bad boy here? Almost 2,000 pieces. It's like 1,900 pieces. That's a lot.
That's weird. It's like there's certain things I have patience for to build, and then some things I don't. Like installing sabers, I have patience to an extent.
Yeah.
Like there's some that are really easy, and then the one I finished of Dagon, I was like, oh,
yeah.
It's the way things are constructed, right? But like Legos, and it's sitting there, and then you accidentally put 1 2 together. Now you can't get it out, so you gotta get the orange tool to pry it open to get.
I know. It's a pain in the butt.
Or I'll tell myself I'll do 1 bag a day.
That's what I was about to say. That's the only thing. Yeah. You know, my thing is I have a problem with tedious like tasks, and Legos are very tedious. And I love them when they're done and they're on the shelf. And I'm like, yeah. You know, but in the moment, I'm like, damn it, this is.
And then you try to. Sometimes it's a weird way you have to snap it on, and then you have to put something else in there, and it snaps off. You're just like, oh.
Yep. There's
everyone who builds like Legos, those really big ones. I'll give all power to you because I can't do it.
Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting, but eventually.
Meanwhile, Andrew's over here. He said, all I know is I built the Death Star as a kid. Question is which Death Star, because
I was about to ask.
There's different ones, and then there's what's the other one's like a few $100s, right? The really big one.
Yeah, it's like $900, $900.
Dude, that's wild to me. So I love the building process. Tedious repetition is. That's how I feel about building sabers. Or there's like Kotobukiya kits I like to put together. They're kind of like Gundams. That is out. I have one that took me like 4 days, and you have to sand down pieces because they're sticking out and stuff. Those I find therapeutic. But then when you glue your fingers together, not therapeutic at all.
No. Yeah, the Lego building. I will say, there was a time a few years ago where it wasn't the most happiest time of my life, and Legos really did pull me out of that, and I think that's what like reignited like the fire. And so I would literally listen to Star Wars lo-fi and build Lego sets like alone, and it was like therapy. But now that I'm no longer depressed, It's tedious.
You know what's weird is when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, when I install sabers, or when I do like every once I get the little helmets too. Like I have a Vader one, so it's sitting up there for like a year. Haven't finished it, but when I do, I'm watching Star Wars as I'm doing it,
Yep.
or if I'm putting these kits together, I'm watching that anime.
Yeah,
As I'm doing it, and it kind of gets me into the mood of wanting to keep going and going. And you know, you're like, all right, let me just do one bag. You're doing one bag, and you realize you finished it so fast. You're like, I can do another one because now you have the ambient sound of the movie in the background. It makes you kind of want to keep doing it.
yep, 100%. Yeah, I can't just sit and Lego. I need to be Legoing and watching something, or hanging out, and we're like doing Legos. You know what I mean? Maybe having a drink.
Dude,
But
even when I'm doing videos and doing B-roll, I actually have like the TV going in the background. Just
oh,
like
really?
yeah, yeah. That way when I'm shooting the B-roll stuff and then you can't see the reflection, yeah, I do it. But it has popped up in a couple of videos you can kind of see the TV on.
Really?
Yeah, because I got so invested. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Right.
It takes me a week to build each gunplay because I'm so damn. Oh, dude, that's me too, bro. In Japan, the amount of kit. Oh god, the amount of kits I saw over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like the ones they're called Zoids. Oh my god, I saw so many, and I was like, oh, I want it. And I thought maybe it'd be cheaper in price. Nope, same price as here.
Really?
Yeah, they're very expensive, like just to get.
Hmm.
So I don't build them anymore. Just too expensive.
Yeah. I'm gonna save my money for the addiction that you told me to stay away from.
Which one are we talking about? I guess you have several.
Hot toys.
Oh, dude. I paused on Hot Toys, even though there's like many that I want. Like I'm looking, I'm like, oh, I still want that. Damn it. There's that new Palpatine, of course, the K2SO. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I definitely want a K2SO. I need a Grogu. I love that Obi-Wan. It's not really a hot toy, it's really like it's the big one.
Is it the
Where he's
Mythos one?
the
When he's
Mythos one.
yeah, when he's in the sand in Tatooine.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Oh, so dope.
I think that's that might be a quarter scale statue.
Yeah.
Frankie, you would know. I know Frankie would know for sure.
It's so
But
dope. It's so dope.
there's only one statue I want, and that's the Vader one. The
where he's
quarter
like
scale.
standing on the
Yeah, he's on the X-wing
circle.
engine.
Yeah, the engine.
And then so there's the quarter scale and there's the 1/6 scale? No. I forgot. I can't remember the sizes now. But one of them, the larger one, has the LED lightsaber on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sick. And then there's like lights inside the lava under it. I was like, oh, I need that. Interchangeable heads. 1/3. Oh, the 1/3 maul is a grail for me. Yeah, the 1/3 is pretty dope too. I see.
Is that the one where he's like
that one's dope? The Clone Wars looking one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait to get into the mall that I have here. I wonder if either of these have the light up lightsabers.
They should have those LED ones, but it has think of it as like a baselit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Unless you get yourself a CCFL lightsaber, game over.
How do you do that?
You have to buy it. They're like $100 some each.
It's not worth it.
Oh, it's worth it.
Is it?
It is so. Let me see if I can get it. I don't know if I can. Can you see malls?
Yeah.
See, and the other one, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Really?
It's pretty fire. I don't know if I can get the Vader. I don't know if you see the Vader one. Let me see. Move my head. You see it? See how bright it is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so think of it as the reflection on the right.
Yep.
That would be what you would get with the kit, but even lighter.
Oh.
Just to the left of it, that's the CCFL one.
Tight. So what do you do? Just like wire it through the sleeve?
Yeah. No, I have it. So I put a tint on the back of it, like for like your windows when you make it all black. So you can't see it. So when the wires are dangling, you can't see it because it's a black wire against a black background. Can't see it.
Got it.
Yeah. So I had to make sure I like hide it. That's why even like I have Boba Fett and Mando posed here. Yeah. They're both on the arm. The arm is black. So when it hits the black background, you can't even see it.
That's fire.
I thought about this. I was like, this is how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it's working. It's working. But
Yeah,
once I start getting more stuff again, then I'm game over.
I've been going back and forth and getting those kind of glass cases. Um, I don't know. I've been debating between those and like doing like floating shelves.
See, I wanted to do floating shelves, but then a lot of, for instance, like the hot toys, I want to keep the value of them. I don't want dust on them, so I keep them in here. And then I
Mhm.
even have like a nice little strip with felt. It's 3M and it goes all the way around the door.
So nothing
Even
gets
like,
through.
yeah, I have another one for helmets over there. I have like Vader next to Kylo. The bottom, I have Boba next to Mando's. And I
Yep.
think I haven't tried it yet, but I think I might be able to get my framed Vader picture with James Earl Jones' signature. I might be able to fit that right behind the helmet.
Ooh,
I might. I'm gonna try and fit it in
that's
there.
fire.
Frankie, you got hats available? I sure do. Actually, they've been up for like a couple months now. I'm just waiting for more designs of our hat because I'm trying to get it. Because remember last time there was an issue with the stitching?
Yep.
It's like multicolor stuff
Yeah, we're gonna be coming out with Kyber Cast gear
and some
soon.
stickers too.
Oh yeah.
This one you sent me. I didn't know this. And of course, I'm gonna bring it up. Frankie,
Bring it
that's when it comes to playing, Frankie's the one I love to play with. Battlefront 2.
up.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've been talking about this game, I don't know, every live for like the past 4 shows, maybe 5. Star Wars Battlefront 2 was the best-selling game in Germany last month.
Crazy.
The game came out in
17.
2017,
Yeah.
and it's the best game sold last month in Germany.
Bro, that's insanity. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
sure they did some like sales and whatnot. Like,
That's when it's worth it.
yeah, especially. But you know what though? The graphics still hold up.
Oh, 100%. The gameplay still holds up. I had it on PlayStation. I still have a PlayStation. And then Frankie and George and all them, they were playing it on PC. And they're like, hey, what do you play it on? I was like, well, I play it on PlayStation. Like, we play on PC. And then I went on to Steam and it was like $4.99 or $7.99. I was like, oh, buying it. I'm gonna start over.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't care. And then we just went off. And I wish I would have recorded our gameplays because we had so many great moments in that game.
Yeah.
It's such a fun game, and the fact that it's still doing very well, it definitely should look at EA and EA be like, listen, there's a need for this game. It's just we can't mess this up.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like the hard part about having a Battlefront 3, if they were to do it, and this last one, they focused on prequel, sequel, and OT, right?
Yep.
But we've gotten so much Star Wars since, and now you have to throw in Mando, you got to throw in Bo-Katan, or how come we never got a Mace Windu, or just a bunch of characters that they could go with. It's just we need a Battlefront 3. The fact this game is doing this well, it's like GTA.
Yep.
People are still playing it,
Yep.
and at least GTA is coming out with GTA 6 one
I
day.
mean, 15 years later.
Because that game is fun too. But man, the fact that it's doing so well is wild to me. And it's
Yeah.
just, like, when we play something, we'll play for hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't played in a long time,
Oh, bro,
but I
so
was
much fun,
glued to it for a hot minute.
bro. There are moments where like Frankie's Boba Fett and I'm Maul, and we're just going off.
Really?
Oh, we're just going off. And then there was one day we all played. I was playing as Anakin. I had like a 64 kill streak with Anakin. And it's just
64?
64. And we just, oh, bro. And if it wasn't for them, I would have died. Because like I was like slashing and pushing people, and then I had to run away because I was about to die, and they all kept shooting and shooting. I came back and flanked them again. Bro, it's such a fun game. It'd be the worst decision in gaming history for them not to come out with a Battlefront 3.
I guess we'll
Terrible.
find out. I mean, they have to see the uptick in the gameplay. Like they have
Oh,
to see it.
100%. I think every month is averaging 10,000 players a
That's
month.
crazy.
Yeah. And it's been going like that since May. Yeah, it's only been 2 months. Whatever.
But
still, you're seeing that people are still playing it. It's still a fun game, and it holds up very well. Now I just want Battlefront 3, so we have more updates and features and characters, and I don't know. I'm just hoping we get something good.
Yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully, we get some news, and that'd be dope if they could like announce something like I don't know, like a teaser or a leak, something soon.
Just let us know that you're working on it.
That's it.
That's it.
So
Then
that's
I'd
all
like.
we ask for.
That's all. If they say, "Hey, we're working on it," you guys ask for it. We're making it. But
Done.
it's called Battlefront 3. Done. And I'm like, all right, let's wait 9 years.
Right.
It'll be worth the wait. I hope.
Instead of Battlefront, they call it Battleback.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay, so Frankie said 17K we're playing 40 minutes ago.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That's like something to really think about how much it's being played.
Damn. How
Yeah,
can you tell?
If you go on Steam, it tells you how many players you're playing.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, there's bonuses on PC, bonuses on PlayStation, but there's a lot about PC that's fun. I wanted to mod it because you can mod the game, you can play as other characters. But I was like, that's cheating. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Takes the fun out of it. So this is something. Are you into books? I'm not. Except for one book. There's one book I read. It was The Rise of Lord Vader, which was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
I haven't read anything in a long time, but yeah, I have a buttload of books. There's a book that's coming out that I'm super excited about because I like the author. It comes out in September, no, October. I put it on the calendar. That's how excited I am for it. November 11th. It's called Master of Evil. It's a Darth Vader book, and it is I forget because it's not out yet, so I haven't read it, but I believe it's set between like right after Revenge of the Sith.
Really? Because that's where what's it called? The Rise of Darth Vader takes place too. Like
Really?
Gamner, right? Like right after.
Yeah, I think that's where it's set. The author is Adam Christopher, and he did the book Shadow of the Sith, I believe it was, and I actually really enjoyed that book. For those of you guys who don't know what that book is set before the sequels. So
Okay.
Rey is kind of in it, but she's a baby.
Okay. So she's not in it.
She's not in it, but she's mentioned. Right. She's mentioned. And it kind of I don't want to spoil it, but it shows like how their parents die, Palpatine and freaking
So it
Obi-Wan.
goes over the fact that her grandpa is Palpatine. Is it insinuated or it says it? That's who he is.
No. It says it because it talks about
Somehow
her dad.
Because somehow he returned.
Yeah, it doesn't show how he returned in the book, but it does talk about how like the dad hates Palpatine, which is his dad, so her grandfather, and he's running basically from him. This is whole mess, but it's a good book. It's written very, very well. So yeah, no, I enjoyed that. So anyway, that author is releasing this book, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm excited for this one.
I just noticed one of the releases, July 29th, is about the Acolyte.
Yeah.
See, we're pushing books, but how come we're not pushing? Damn, even the book, you can see it like the saber is fat.
Just chunky. Excuse me. The book is cool. I forgot to mention the book I was talking about, the one that's already out, Shadow Sith. It's cool because it's Luke Skywalker and Lando, like on an adventure. Majority of the book. It's dope.
Yeah, the only book I ever finished was the Rise of Darth Vader. That one's really good. I actually enjoyed it. Actually, I stopped reading it and I started listening to the audio version of it because you can hear the blasters and everything in the background.
Mm-hmm.
That's way more enjoyable.
So what I do is I will have the audiobook playing while I read it.
Yeah. I do that, or when I stop, I'll listen to it when I'm driving to work.
Yeah.
But then when I'm like driving and I hear blaster fire, I'm like, oh shit. Because I have it loud.
Let's see what else we got here. We got one of these books here. Anything
This one
good?
seems like
The
Legacy of the
comic?
Vaders. I've seen the Legacy of Vader ones, and those are pretty cool. I think I have 2 of them up there somewhere. They're actually pretty cool. And there's pop-up books. I'm kidding. Stickers, no. But that's those I've read. The Legacy of Vader is pretty good. It's not super long, and it's pictures on there are done very, very well. Actually, that cover art is pretty sick.
Yeah, it's dope.
That's the best Kylo. That right there. That's the only reason why I like The Force Awakens is that Kylo specific. I thought he was badass.
Yeah, it's fire. That graphic is sick. The Yoda secret looks good too.
This one looks pretty dope.
Yeah,
And this one's done by Marvel, and so is this one.
perfect.
I love how Marvel is starting to get more into doing more Star Wars stuff. High Republic. See, we need a movie on High Republic stuff, man. Visions. Oh, this one has Ronin in it. I didn't notice that one.
That was dope.
Another Legacy of Vader.
What's the deal with that archive joint? I have that. What are they saying?
Which one?
Scroll up a little bit. That one says Star Wars Archives.
Oh, I don't know.
I have that. I wonder what the deal is.
It's
Like,
a
is there
reference
something new?
containing earlier publications of Star Wars Archives episode 1 through 3. Star Wars, Space Battles.
Are they saying it's like
cool
coming out again?
Let's see. It had a date on there. Yeah, I guess so. It's July 29th.
Huh.
Could just be a reprint.
Hold up.
Possibly. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, Andrew, that's the hard part too, is whenever things are no longer canon. It kind of like takes it away. I know there's some the one I read was The Rise of Darth Vader. I think that one's still considered canon. Will of the Force, 1 month to Rebel 2, let's go. Actually, that's the person who would know if that book, Rise of Darth Vader, is still canon. I think it is. I'm almost certain it's still canon. I hope so, because it was a great book.
I can't find it, but I have it somewhere, and I just wonder what the difference is.
I don't know. Yeah, Andrew says Archives has a bunch of info on filming and decent bit of prop info. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, it's
so
dope.
Peanut butter, dude. Text me. Let me know if you can make it next month, dude.
Oh, nice.
Love that dude. Yeah, Will is in the chat.
What's up, Will?
Will's in the chat. I get to see them next month, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, I wish I was going, man. I'm just out of PTO.
Yeah, you used it all for Japan.
Yeah, your boy was out there for 2 weeks.
You're like, how much PTO do I have? You have 2 weeks worth. Bet, using all of it.
Yeah, all of it.
You did that thing. You did that thing where you like left on a Saturday because you knew you're off Saturday, Sunday, but then you took off Thursday, Friday. So you're off Thursday, Friday. That's not even it was a request off. Then you're already off Saturday, Sunday, and then your vacation started Monday, Tuesday. So you did the whole 2 weeks, and then you're supposed to go back to work on a Monday morning, but you also had off Monday, Tuesday because you requested that time off.
Yep,
that's how you do it.
That's exactly what I did.
See,
that's exactly what I did.
That's the smart way to do it, because you take advantage that, hey, I'm gonna request these 2 days off. Done. You're off. Take advantage of it. That's how I would do it. And then I use a sick day.
Yeah, so I get 24 days of PTO, which is quite a bit. But I had MegaCon earlier this year, and then just like a few other things going on, like my brother's wedding's coming up and his bachelor party. So like I already have PTO allocated for all those things. So yeah, I don't have anything extra. I think I have like 1 day that's like an emergency, like I'm keeping just in case something happens, you know?
So Will says most of Rise of Vader should still be canon. That was the one question I had, is there's a lot of these books now prior to the purchase of Disney are no longer canon. Anything after is considered canon. So dude, I would definitely read that book. I actually might read it again. Darth Vader book. It's great.
Which book is this?
The Rise of Darth Vader, I think. I don't know if I can find it.
Wonder if I have it.
It's not a very long book. Well, that's a lie.
It's not a Legends book?
Nope.
The Rise of Darth Vader.
Looks like. Let me see.
Oh,
I was gonna pull it up on screen, but I didn't want to get the wrong one. It might be on here. Let's find it.
this one?
It might be that one.
It says The Rise of Darth Vader, Dark Lord.
The Dark Lord. Yeah, so it should be that one.
So it is
Yeah.
Legends.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so it says written by the same dude that did Plagueis, and he's right. It's a play. I've never read the Plagueis one, but I heard the Plagueis one is really good. And apparently, if they were going to do Acolyte season 2, they were going to take contents from that book into the show.
Yep, I think I have that book, but I haven't read it yet. But I think I have it.
So there's 2 versions. There's the Legends one, and there's another one. So it's not this one.
Oh, it's not that one. Okay.
This one.
It's the same title.
All right, that's what, right?
Same author?
Sequel. So it's the must-read sequel to Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a great
Wait,
book.
2 different authors?
What's yours? Do you have it on there? Mine's James.
This one was.
Yeah, same author. So I'm assuming this was the original one.
It's probably the original cover was the one you're showing me, and then
yeah, because that one says Legend, and then it was changed to this one.
Mhm.
Great book. It's honest. I love this book, especially listening to it on a audiobook. It's a lot of fun. So it will says Plagueis is a certified slapper. So that's the one I definitely have to read. I have a 6-hour flight next week, so I might as well just bring that with me.
Oh, then it's finished.
So I'll just
Good.
buy it, read it. It's actually not a bad idea.
I'm gonna read that.
Yeah, man. Now y'all
tomorrow.
see, look, I'm not the type of person to read books, but y'all about to have me start reading books.
Hey, we should start a book club.
I'm done.
You done or down? Chris has left the building.
with a little bookmark that goes right in there.
Little bookworm, little worm
with a little string that goes off of it, so you know.
Yeah.
Back to. Audiobooks are the way to go. I agree. See, and I'm telling you, I was reading it, and then I low key got sick of reading it. So then all I started doing was listening to it on my way to work. It's a 30-minute drive for me.
Yep.
So 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes back at the end of my shift, and I've read a whole hour.
Yeah. So 3 days out of the week. So I split my time between 2 different offices, and 3 days out of the week, I have to drive. It's an hour. So like when I do audiobooks, I get a good chunk of listening time while I drive. So it's nice.
I think I'm gonna buy the Plagueis one right now.
Yeah. You're gonna buy it audio, or you're gonna physically buy it?
I like both. I like having it.
Me too. I listen and read at the same time. So, and I love the way they do the audio nowadays, where you hear the lightsabers, the footsteps, the ships flying by, the ambient like music. So good.
Crazy. The paperback for Darth Plagueis is $20, and the hardcover, which I love having hardcover books, is just they're obviously $44.54
because they're hard.
Oh, well, this one, right? That's the one you're talking about.
That's got to be it.
One. Yeah, it's got to be it, because I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and that's the only reason why I wanted to Acolyte season 2 was the fact that they were going to follow what happens in that book.
Well,
then I really would have read it.
It doesn't have to be Acolyte. It could just be like Plagueis.
Plagueis and Chimera. Or
Yeah.
Call it the Power of 2. I don't know, something like that.
That whole power of get it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Listen, that's the rules, okay? That's the rules of the Sith. But the show ruined it. Okay.
I get it, but I don't want no song or no chant. I'm out.
You ever watch that? Oh, I gotta send you that. Hoi hoi. All right.
What's we got?
Last thing for the night, as far as I know, unless you got anything else. The speculation of season 2. When do you think it's gonna come out?
I think it's gonna come out.
I figured November. That's when season 1 came out, right? Was it November?
Not this November.
No,
That's
no, no,
what-
no. Next year. Next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Which is
Right
so
around
sad.
that time. Wait, when is Grogu coming out? I know it's 26. When in 26 though? Do we have? I forget. Mandalorian
Mm.
Grogu.
Well, actually, it says here no release window is revealed during Star Wars Celebration, but it's looking likely we can expect the Ahsoka season 2 release date to fall of 2026. So,
Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
we're looking at a while. But Frankie says December 26th, so the day after Christmas is when we should be getting Mando and Grogu. Which the trailer. So I'm bummed because I didn't see the trailer at Celebration, but you showed it to me after.
Yeah,
Because somebody was on their phone when they weren't supposed to.
boy, I was in the back like this. It's like,
Meanwhile, when we were at Ahsoka, that guy tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, "Put your phone away." I was like, "Oh shit, sorry."
oh man,
So with that being said, I need you to send me that trailer
yeah, no problem. Send to you right
because
now.
I want to rewatch it again. But it
Bro,
does say Ahsoka season 2 doesn't have a release date. It's now in production, which we already knew was in production. What, the week after Celebration was done?
Mhm.
Something like that. Season 2 plot ended with Ahsoka and Sabine Wren stranded in Peridio, while Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger both made it home to their main Star Wars galaxy. In the moments following the season, we see Anakin Skywalker watching over Ahsoka and Sabine with a smile. The concept arts look insane, though, which was so cool that we were there together to see the concept arts.
Oh yeah.
Now I just want to see it all.
They is this it? No, that's not it. They left Celebration to go right to shooting.
Oh, so never mind. Frankie says May 22nd, 2026 is when we get Mando and Grogu. Not December. So May. Oh fuck, man. We have a whole.
Well,
That's
May is closer than December.
That's still a long time.
Yeah, but it's sooner.
I think my thing is, as much as I've enjoyed the shows, I just want to go back to theaters to watch a Star Wars movie. Like, I know they re-released Revenge of the Sith, and what was it? Last year was Phantom Menace. The year before that was Return of the Jedi. Which, as great as they still are, and I'm still going to go to theaters and go watch it. It's just I would rather go to watch a brand new movie.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, it's, and that's the only reason why I'm hoping this movie's good. Because if it's shit, I'm gonna be pissed.
It won't be. We got to go in there. We got to go in there with just like super positive, like outlook. No expectations.
I got the video. You guys want to watch it? I'm kidding.
No expectations. And yeah, just kind of enjoy it. Like, I don't know. There's so much like negativity in the world that I'm just like, let's just go in there and just be happy.
Right? Exactly. So here's one thing. So Frankie says, I really hope they release the original Star Wars in theaters for the 50th anniversary. I think here's the kicker, and this is where I think it's gonna be awesome. For sure, they're gonna do it, right? I know for a fact they're gonna release it for the 50th anniversary, which happens to be the same year Celebration is. Okay.
Yep.
The
museum.
And the museum. So the museum opens up next year.
Okay.
It should open mid next year, right? How cool would it be to go to Celebration in LA to go? And that's around the same time they'll do Star Wars nights. Imagine watching A New Hope, Star Wars night, celebration. It's literally a whole week of actually doing. Like, granted, when we went to Japan, it was all Japan stuff. But let's be real. Like, for me, it was all Japan, Celebration, back to Japan, and enjoy Japan.
Right.
This is literally Star Wars for the entire week that you're there. And then there's a bar in LA. There's a bar in LA that's Star Wars themed. I can't remember what it's called now.
Oh, we gotta go.
It's pretty. Oh gosh, what's it called? It's pretty sick. Damn, I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty sick. So okay, so Elvis says they did Star Wars night in April. So it starts in April. Normally we'd go for May the 4th. That's normally when we would go.
Yep.
But the fact that it's going to be in April when they start, You have Celebration in April, the 50th anniversary. They're going to include all that. That's funny too, because when we went to Star Wars night, we also went and saw Phantom Menace and Return of the Jedi.
Really?
Yeah, it was me, Elvis, Jesse, my friend Sebastian, Marley, AJ.
Dang.
That was last year. The year before that was a whole bunch of us. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so much fun. We're like just little kids. Scum and Villainy. That's what it's called. Thank you, Elvis. Scum and Villainy. It looks like a bar you'd go to in Tatooine.
Damn.
It's pretty awesome. So
we gotta go.
That I think is on Hollywood Boulevard. I can't really remember, but it's pretty awesome. I don't even drink and I'm still gonna go.
Let's do it.
Oh man, when did we? That was quick. We hit a whole hour already.
Time flies when you're having fun.
What do you got coming up next?
I'm dropping the Stormtrooper video.
You actually reviewed it?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did.
When's it coming out?
The video's ready. It's edited. I just got to create a thumbnail and I can just drop it.
You ever do a whole review and you go to edit and you edited it and then you're like, fuck, I didn't take the picture for the thumbnail.
Yeah, this exact video.
That's exactly what you did? God. And what's crazy is every time I do a review, I have so much stuff to put together. I have to set up the lights and everything else. Then I put it away and then I start editing and I was like, I have to bring everything back out because I didn't even take the picture.
Yep. That's why I haven't made the thumbnail yet.
Because you did that and you're like, fuck.
Yep.
He's building a landscape 24-hour stream coming right up. Do it. You should do that, actually. That's not a bad idea, even if it's 1 hour a night.
Brother, I have a child.
She sleeps.
Yeah. Yeah, but when she sleeps, I need to be sleeping. You know?
For reals. Exactly.
Ugh.
Oh, I know.
Is it game time?
I got this beautiful thing from
Ooh.
Vader Sabers.
Oh, is that the Scrap Flex?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
I had to redo the entire config for this to do a. You know what? I'll do it right now. Espérate, baby.
Espérate. What do you mean?
I know it's
config?
fake. Let me see here. Let me show you something about Profi. That's dope.
Enlighten me.
All this, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't learn how to configure Profi, dude. Okay.
I saw what you did there.
What?
You were spitting it.
Oh yeah, I had to turn her down, man.
Mm-hmm.
Where is my? There you are. Take this blade plug out. Put this, there we go. Yeah.
Put it in there.
There we go. Tighten her down.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hi, Mir.
All right. So we gotta. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes StreamYard doesn't help. So. So OSHA, you hear OSHA, right? Mm-hmm. It's blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
It works as normal, but
I've seen this at Jesse's house.
And it changes to a whole nother font.
Yeah, it's fire.
It's loud too, dude. And it's nice too. It has a little LED in here too.
Yeah, it's a badass saber.
That flex is dope.
Is that,
I've always wanted a scrap flex, and getting a scrap flex is kind of a pain in the ass to do because you need to grab all those parts. All the parts has to fit. So this is a good way of getting a scrap flex without having to search for all those parts.
Is that one from Vader Sabers?
Yep. Vader Sabers and John from Collector's Outpost.
Nice. Oh,
all right.
He
designed it. He designed it.
fight.
Yeah, and then TXQ manufactured it for him.
That's fire.
Awesome, it's an awesome saber. I like it a lot. All right, game time.
Oh boy. Here we go.
All right. You might get the pattern here.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to go ahead and rank these Star Wars lightsaber battles without knowing what comes next.
Okay.
Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader, A New Hope.
Out of 5?
Yep.
5.
Okay.
Battle's trash.
Keep in mind, though, that's the very first time we ever saw a lightsaber battle.
I get it, but
okay,
we've seen plenty of battles now.
Ahsoka
Okay.
versus Vader in Rebels.
Oh, that's a good one. That's damn. 3.
All right. Pats fan, what's up?
What's up, brother?
All right. Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader in the Kenobi series.
That's a good one too. That scene,
mind you, if you guys recently watched, I was on Jedi Lex's podcast recently, and the battle was cool. Seeing him crack the left side of his mask was awesome, but the dialogue that we got out of there gives me chills still.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of memorable moments from that fight. Not too much to show. The show only, the majority of it's all Vader and Obi-Wan that I enjoyed. But that's when we see Obi-Wan see Anakin's face for the first time.
Oh yeah, like that scene that part where he says, "You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker, I did."
Oh, and the way he says it, and then what did he say? He goes, "I will destroy you," and he goes, "The same way." And then that's when the lighting changes from blue to red.
Yep.
So I want you to think about that, because a lot of these, like I said, was A New Hope, the very first time that we see a lightsaber battle. Ahsoka versus Vader. Now we have the Padawan fighting her master for the first time. And now we have two guys who once saw each other as brothers fighting each other again after he became Darth Vader.
Yeah, no, that whole scene is sick. Especially like, have you seen like the edit where they like remove all the other bullshit and it's just a fight?
Sure. The Kai Patterson.
Yeah,
I've seen it 3 times.
I think if we're gonna rate it off of like that, I'm gonna go 1.
Woo!
I love that one.
See, a lot of people talk crap about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Was it great? Like, not all the other stuff. But when we throw in the Vader and the Obi-Wan stuff,
that finale was crazy.
Oh, I love that one. That's why that Vader, that hot toy one, is still my favorite one. Meanwhile, you got Thrawn hanging out behind him.
Yeah, so I'm going 1 on that.
Luke Skywalker versus Vader, Return of the Jedi.
That's emotional. 2.
2.
It's the whole thing, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just the fight. It's like everything that's intertwined with it, you know?
You know what you put as number 4?
What? Duel of the Fates?
Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Versus Anakin Skywalker, Revenge of the Sith. That is my number 1. I don't care what anyone says. That is my number 1 fight of all of Star Wars.
If it's hard because, right, I don't know what's coming. If I would redo it, I would do Revenge of the Sith 1, Kenobi series 2. You didn't say the battle between Maul, Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan though. You didn't
No,
talk about that one.
nope. Because the
That's a
only reason
fire
why
battle.
was everything in there all revolving around Vader.
Yep. So yeah, I would do those. What else?
But I will say Qui-Gon and Obi versus Darth Maul is a very, very close second to me. That's the first time we heard Duel of the Fates. Come on, bro. Like,
yeah.
Even in Revenge of the Sith, when they incorporated it into the Battle of the Heroes, it was amazing. I remember being in theaters like, oh, it's the song. And at that time, I don't even think I even knew what the song was called.
No.
I think, to be honest, but I knew of it.
Of course.
So you said you'd put Obi-Wan Anakin number 1, Obi-Wan Vader series 2.
Mm-hmm.
What was next after that?
Ahsoka.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, Ahsoka Vader 3.
I almost threw in Ahsoka versus Vader from the Ahsoka series.
Yeah.
And the only reason was him coming out and he was like, oh, what did he say to her? You lack conviction.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's
and it was Hayden's voice and Vader's voice. I was like, you know what's crazy to this day? I was working my other job and the boys were watching that show. And I was supposed to be working, but I was watching it on my phone.
Damn.
Yeah, he said, you lack conviction. I was like, oh no. So Andrew says, Return of the Jedi 1, Ahsoka versus Vader 2, Revenge of the Sith 3, A New Hope 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi, if he'd re-rank it, 5.
That's a good one too. That's
I
hard. It's hard because you just
it's tough.
don't know.
You don't know. And honestly, I look at every single one, and the reason why I did it that way is every single one is iconic in some sort of way that cause a chain reaction within, whether it's a show or a movie. It caused some form of chain reaction that explains or shows why Vader is the way he is.
Just a hurt little
boy. I thought about this. I thought about how we're gonna do this, and I was like, how can we make this feel like you're, because no matter what, whichever one you choose, it feels like you're betraying the other one, because each one is significant in the timeline.
Yeah, that's why you have to just base it off of like yourself. What hit you when you're watching it?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
they're all amazing. It's really like a 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D.
Exactly.
It's really what it is. So
it makes me want to watch the Kai Patterson version of Obi-Wan versus Vader.
I've only seen it once. What happened?
Oh, it's so good. Before we go, actually, timeout.
Flag on the play. What happened?
I don't know if it's true because there's a lot of speculation. There was no official announcement. The possibility of a season 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh yeah.
Do you want it? I don't think I want to see it. Like, what more do I want? Like, what do I really want to see? Because at this point, it's like he's back in Tatooine. He finally meets Luke, and now he's on Tatooine. So what? Someone's gonna call him over and be like, "Oh, we needed to go do this."
Will you remember the end of?
Can we get a redo of season 1? Let's just start over.
Well, remember at the end of it, he sees the Force ghost of Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon, yeah. So is it going to be just a Obi-Wan Kenobi version of Boba Fett?
Listen, man.
So that's why I was kind of like, I don't think I'd want to see it.
No?
I would very much I would rather have a Darth Vader show. There's a lot. No, I'm not being biased. I am being biased because I love Vader, but there's a lot of stuff that we can explore about him. There's so much we can explore. What happens, like the book.
Wait,
in the trench coat.
That's terrible. Oh my god!
His name wouldn't be Obi-Wan Kenobi. It'd be Pedo 1 Kenobi. That'd be terrible. I would never want even as Kenobi plus 1.
Agreed.
See,
I'm right in there. That's we here.
And here's the thing, though, I don't think Liam Neeson would want to do it.
No?
I mean, if it's to be in that part, I guess he would do it, but story wise, that just sounds super mid. Like it doesn't sound like something that could really be. It's okay. Here's how I put it. Anything that comes to light, whether it's going to be Ahsoka season 2, Acolyte season 2, or Skeleton Crew season 2, whatever they create, I think it needs to push forward the series for it to make sense.
I agree.
Right. I don't want to go, if we're going to go back in time or back into something, okay, cool. But make it make sense for the rest of the movies. Because it's like, it just doesn't make sense to have a whole different story. Okay, he becomes a Force Ghost. Okay, he trains to how, okay, cool. Then what? Right.
No, for sure. So when I say I want to see it, I want to see a good version of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I just want to see it. I don't care how it looks, just throwing freaking noodles at the wall. Like, I don't want that,
Frankie says, if anything needs to be done, it's Boba Fett done right. I 100% agree. Force user or Sith, whatever, Vader, my favorite. Non-Jedi, my favorite is Boba Fett. My boy needs to be done right.
Yeah.
Poptography, what's up, dude? Welcome to the chat. Just do a Kyber Stranger series and make it. Yes, I 100% agree.
Just hole punching everybody.
Like, if anything, if I could pick anything, and this is me, I love Vader, but if I had to choose anything right now in order of what I want to see, Chimera, Plagueis. I want to know what happens there. I want to see the moments or the years leading up to the moment Plagueis meets Palpatine. And then everything goes downhill from there. I want to see that because that makes sense of a story, right? Then Boba Fett, that's next. Unfortunately, we can't go back in time. So what I want to see in Boba Fett is when we get Heir to the Empire, the movie, I want it to be a fucking Marvel style. Everyone comes together, and I want them to give Boba that badass scene
where he's just slaying.
Yes, like dog,
just murdering people.
The most wild stuff ever. Like I want everyone to go and see this movie, and then when they show that scene of Boba Fett, and then everyone knows, yeah, you deserve that. The only reason why they gave him that badass scene because they screwed him over big time, and he deserved this moment.
Yeah,
like in Avengers Infinity War when Thor comes in.
Oh yeah,
and you remember watching that? Where you're like, oh my god, that's the moment I want for Boba Fett.
Yeah, because they screwed Thor.
Yeah. I want that. That's so funny because they gave Thor that great moment and then they kind of crapped on him in the next movie.
Yep.
I want the opposite. I want that moment for Boba Fett to be like, damn, like that was wild. Boba in Mando season 2 but on steroids. Yes. Because they gave him all this new armor. His armor was badass.
Oh yeah.
I love how his helmet was more narrow, it was more modernized. Loved it. What I will prefer the old version a little bit, the wider stance. But gave him a whole new armor just to kind of crap on him. Come on, man.
I know.
But first, I'd say, yeah, it'd be.
We need a Boba scene, kind of like how Luke entered into season 2.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Of Mando. But
okay, here's a hot take.
Of it.
It's a hot take you say that because you said a scene like that. Are you starting to get tired of all these
hallway scenes?
Yeah.
No.
Do you want more of it? Do you want more of it? Or does it get old? Because the only reason why I say it, okay, Vader's is awesome. The way they did it. Okay. Maul's in Clone Wars season 7 was awesome.
Yep.
Then Luke does it. And now Mando's about to do it.
K2SO.
Oh, K2SOs.
Yeah.
I have a lot of love for K2SO. So I can't lie. His is great too.
Yep.
So do you think Star Wars is overdoing it, or do you want to see more of it?
Well, the thing is like they're only doing like one per season, is kind of what it seems like, or one per whatever. And so, but like when it happens though, you're like, this is about to go down. So you kind of like brace yourself. I don't know. I'm into it. Maybe eventually It'll probably be,
It
overblown
just
and just
upsets me that
done.
Mando gets it in his movie, and then now now if Boba Fett does it, they're like, oh, they only gave it to Boba Fett because Mando did it.
Yeah.
But I will say,
Wait, but they don't know. The people don't
yeah.
even know that Mando
But the
got
cool
it.
thing about Mando and
You just
his
spoiler. You just leaked the spoiler.
oops. Hey guys, just so
Oopsie.
you know, Mando gets his own hallway scene in the trailer. If you guys haven't seen it,
Yep.
I'm gonna watch it right now. But it's pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool hallway scene, especially when he uses the. Never mind.
Yeah, the whole hallway scene. It's not really a hallway though. It is, but it isn't.
It's like a
It's
hallway.
a narrow
corridor,
it's like
but it's a hallway.
Isn't it an airplane? Or like a ship?
Essentially, yeah, it's like a ship,
It's fire though.
but it's a hallway. Listen, here's what I'll say. The day I'm gonna say they need to stop doing hallway scenes is when they do it very bad.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, okay?
Right.
So far, the ones that we've gotten are really cool. Maul's is pretty diabolic too.
Yeah.
His is pretty wild, but the way he walks in the room when he does it was awesome.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I just don't want them to overdo it. I'm telling you, one day they're gonna do it. I'm like, oh, that one wasn't good.
That one wasn't good.
Like, y'all, you guys overused it. You guys
But
overused
I loved
it.
Then
it's gonna be a new game of that's a new game. Nope, not gonna say it. I'm gonna put it in my phone.
That wasn't good, but I loved it. Oh,
I'm saving it.
God.
Boom. That's for next show. So just a heads up, everybody. We are not going to have a show like we normally would because I'm gonna be on vacation.
Yeah.
So there's no way I could do it. I'm gonna be about 3,000 miles away. Actually, only like 6 hours away from Japan. So I'm going in the same direction.
Damn.
Oh, Balin has a hallway scene too.
He does?
In the very beginning.
When he lands on the
Balin?
ship?
Oh, no, Shin does technically.
Why can't I think of it? When he lands on the ship where they let him in.
The very first episode. And he goes, we are no Jedi or whatever. And then they did the whole thing.
Why can't I remember it?
Go watch it. It's in the Kai Patterson cut. So if you watch the Kai Patterson cut, it's in there.
All right.
Oh, but yeah, just heads up, everybody. We're not gonna have another. It'll be when I get back. So, but we do have our first guest of the show.
Yes.
Coming up soon. We're just waiting confirmation.
Yep, waiting confirmation. It is. I don't know. In my opinion, it's kind of a big deal.
I think it's pretty cool. That's probably the one person I thought about working with, and he said he was down for it. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's something it's somebody we've spoken about, behind cameras, before. And so when you hit me with the
and
in
person,
yeah, and in person,
yeah.
So pretty dope.
Go ahead and kick us off, dude.
That's it. So I don't have anything else to say, but we love you guys. We thank you. Chris, do you have any final words before I give mine?
Final words.
Same. Final words. Until next time, may the Force be with you.
Bye, guys.
Always. Peace.